All right. Well, it's 3 o'clock, and I think we're live. Or what did I say? 3. Oh, 3:30. Thank you. If anybody reviewed the footage later, they would think we were holding a legal meeting. We don't want to do that. It's 3:30, and so I'm going to call the board of directors meeting to order. Thank you all for being here today. We have a quorum present. We have minutes from our August meeting, which have been distributed to the board members. And I think I know what's going to happen, but does anybody have any comments about minutes or a motion to accept the minutes? Make the motion. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Any further discussion about the minutes or any discussion about the minutes? If not, all in favor of accepting the minutes, say aye. Aye. Okay, any opposed? All right. Chairman's remarks. I would just say that the executive director is back. He's not here today due to a family obligation or friend obligation that she could change, or proper change. But she is back on the job, and I know her and Rob have been working together for the past few weeks to get everything, get her back up to speed. And we're excited that she's back. But I'm going to turn it over to Rob for the assistant director's report at least one more time before she's back at the next meeting.
Good things.
Yep.
I'll start with our last remaining update. We closed in late August on BCLBC Street. I was very happy. The sign has come down, or is coming down in the front yard, the giant 4x8 sign.
Yep.
The last remaining item we have is the final APR, which is the drafted.
Closed out report central.
That has been sent to our CUG consultant, Paul Nelson, and SEP, who partnered with us on the CUG project, just to get their thoughts and final review. After that, we'll be ready to submit our final APR. And then the only potential thing is there could be a HCR audit and some documentation that we have today. Other than that, CUG is pretty much ready. So.
Excellent. Good work on that. There's a bunch of bumps along the way, but you and Jess did a great job overcoming the bumps. So
yep. As it relates to the city ARPA and RETA projects, as I started to mention before, yesterday with the budget rest, the mayor gave a shout out to the MA for the projects and work with them on for the ARPA funding, and specifically on the say 34 Andrews and 50 Oak Street. As it relates to 34 Andrews, that work is complete. We are almost ready to list the property for sale. We're still working through the details of the project partners and our realtor of what shall be the list price and then ultimately the list of for sale. We're hoping to do that probably within the next week or two. There may be a press announcement, obviously, if there's
hopefully.
Yes, that's the plans at the property, but you know, and then as it relates to Beethoven Street, actually, Clear Board window just finished their last work yesterday. Great. We're going to start working on obtaining flood clearance. City inspections are currently being scheduled or being undertaken in order to obtain the CFC, which we believe we should have, if not by the end of this week, sometime next week. And we would hope to list that after the listing period for sometime probably. After that, bids were due back for 33 Elm Street last week. There's a resolution before the board today in order to accept the bid. We did meet with the contractors, which is the contractor we have worked with in the past, with them, RCM, and the architectural firm, Belt Engineers, to review the scope of work. And there's a letter of recommendation. So after a Friday meeting, Nelson, we're back to the contract. Bids for 8 Gray Street, the bid package has been issued for 8 Gray Street. That is due back in early October. So that'll probably be the October board meeting, and then the next 2 projects are hopefully on the way. We did have a pretty good meeting on that last week, and I believe it was 5 or 6 contractors in our project. As it relates to the 21 Walnut Street RFP that was issued, we did receive at the beginning of September 2 proposals. One is asking for a slightly higher amount of the incentive, developer incentive that we're going that they purchased us as offering. The RFP did say up to $100,000 or more. We're trying to determine how we want to move forward with that. And also, as the email the executive director, some of our EWIC funding, there may be some additional funding in the future that we could potentially use that project. Our initial thoughts are maybe to essentially, in a nice way, reject these proposals, potentially go back out if we are rewarded with funding. Maybe the potential.
Walden.
What? Walden. Yeah, Walden. That's the truth.
Yep.
And then as it relates to 14 McNamara Avenue, that one had some extensive fire damage in it previously. Our architectural firm helps you for that project. Believes that home should be a full cost again. For that purposes, and because we can utilize LBI phase 2 capital funds, we help save some of the ARPA dollars that we have moved against. We currently went out for quotes that are currently out until really mid-October as it relates to just internal demo down to subfloor, so studs and framing, because that way, when we're ready to bid that contract for renovation work, contract will be coming in and not have to do, because it is pretty much going to be full cost based. You attend to walk through on that, your first requirement property for what, late 2022, early 2023, and like so most of the first floors.
Yeah.
But from the asbestos work that was done, you can see that a lot of framing is still. That's pretty much what I have for as it relates to the ARPA rehabs, as it relates to the county ARPA and the demo projects.
Rob, on the ARPA for a second, I'm sorry, we're on track.
Yes, timeline for her on track. If Elm Tree is awarded today, that contract should, that work should probably be wrapped up for the end of the year or next year. If Grace Street is awarded in October, that'll end probably in late January or February. And by that point, we should be ready for McNamara, for 170 more to get those projects at least paid out. So kind of doing where 2 projects get completed, get out 2 projects, they get completed, get out 2 projects. And then shortly thereafter is when we're hoping that a potential county foreclosure list may be in the office. Sometime first quarter-ish.
That's what we're looking for.
Thank you.
Here's a good question. So moving on to the county ARPA and the demo projects, work has completed all their site work. And Keystone has their closeout documentation for review, and once that's squared away, we can start paying invoices.
On the most recent round.
On the most recent round, yep, for both Keystone for their final monitoring and for the relates to future demolitions. Right now, we have it on towards 1 per half and potentially 26 overland driveways. It's fun. And then after that, those demolitions we have. And then as it relates to the round of demolitions, we are looking to install some of the funds. As it relates to LBI phase 1 operating funds, year 2 came to complete late August. We have received and final disbursement for year 2. We have received the review documentation for HCR review for year 3 and we've begun tracking expenses. This is the final year of the LBI operating grant, so it goes into lockup in August. At that point, HCR will initially review the overall program, which right now we do. As it relates to LBI phase 2 for the capital expenses, we have until the end of this year to meet our deliverables. As it relates to those rounded demolitions, our bid designs from our architectural firm, environmental asbestos, just waiting on some of those bills to come trigger and pay them. Once we do, we're very, very close. As it relates to the life. As it relates to the vacant rental improvement program, or VRIP, just shared email with you